Hello to all my dear students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. Just confirm me if you are able to see the screen, hear the audio, and see the video. And then we can start. All good? Are we ready? Come on. Yes, sir, we are perfectly ready. Yes. Okay. Let's start with the today's discussion. In the last lecture, I started with a topic called accounting for non-trading concerns. Now everybody know what are the non-trading concerns? Yes. But we started with two of the accounts that is called receipt and payment account, which I told you it is just like your cash and bank account, and income and expenditure account, which is just like your profit and loss account. And I told you to read out the difference between these two, which we have already also covered in the last class itself. Okay, so in the today's class, I'm going to tell you about small concepts relating to this non-trading concern, which will help you to prepare the receipt and payment account as well as the income and expenditure account. Okay, let's start with it without wasting any time further. Now, I'm going to talk about, let's say I'm taking an example of a gym. So obviously a gym has many instruments and obviously many members. Sir, who are these members? Basically, your members are those person who avail the facilities of the gym. For example, they use these instruments and achieve their personal goals. So that is the basic objective of the gym. Everybody joins a gym to become like a Salman Khan, or I would say to become a better personality of yourself. So this is the main objective of the gym. We have many instruments over there and we have many members. So members are asked to take a subscription. Members are asked to take a subscription for the gym. And if I say the subscription has a cost of rupees 2000 per month. So rupees 2000 per month is payable as a subscription fees for the gymnasium. So for the gym, I have to pay a subscription fees of rupees 2000 per month. Now, if I say there are total 10 members in the gym, just 10 members, can you tell me, can you tell me what would be per month income from subscription of the gym? So this is a very simple question. Why you are asking a very simple question just like this? Obviously, sir, per member per month the fees is 2000, and if we have 10 members, so total income would be rupees 20,000 per month. So this is very simple. Yes, better. This is a simple, but line by line, I am going to add a complication to it. Let us try to add some complications. So this 20,000 is basically the income of the gym for 1 month. If I draw the income and expenditure account, so on the debit side, we have the expenditure, then we have the amount, then we have the income, and then again we have the amount. So on the expenditure side, there would be some expenses related to the gym, but subscription is an income, so it will be on the credit side. So I will write by subscription income, and this would be 2000 rupees into 10 members, that is rupees 20,000. Rupees 20,000 is the subscription income. But if I say that out of these 20,000 per month, I have received fees from 8 members only. So if I say that I have received a fees from 8 members only, answer me everyone. In my income and expenditure account, will the subscription income will fall down to 2000 rupees into 8, that is 16,000, or no? It will remain the same. You have two options, whether it will remain same means rupees 20,000 only, or it would be 16,000. Option A, option B. What is your choice amongst these two? I want answer from each and every one of you. Come on. What would be the income for this gym for this month? Whether it will be 20,000 or it would be 16,000. Sir, obviously, if 8 members has paid the fees, 2 member has not paid the fees. 2 member has not paid the fees. That means he will pay it later on, obviously, because I will not allow that member to use the gym services unless and until he will pay me the subscription fees. Unless and until he pay me the subscription fees. So obviously this fees is outstanding. Outstanding means it will be received in future because they are still a member of my gym. Therefore, I would say that this fees is receivable to me. This is an asset. Maybe it is not received in the current month. It will be received in the next month. It is possible or not? Yes, sir. It is very, very possible. It will be received in the next month. So from the accrual concept that whatever income is being accrued, it is correct to say the option number A is correct. Option number A is correct. That is the income of that gym would be rupees 20,000 only. Sir, how will be the accounting treatment then? Where will this 4,000 go if you are writing 4,000 into this column? Okay, so where this balance 4,000 will go? So for that, I am going to prepare a subscription account for all of you. Let's prepare a subscription account. So everybody know in this class that subscription is basically an income. There would be again two sides of it, particulars, amount, particulars, and amount. Now I want your attention to be 100% over here because if you miss this concept, you will not understand it. Okay, let us understand this concept. So whenever I receive some income, bank account would be debited. So how many members has paid the fees, sir? 8 members has paid the fees of rupees 2000. So my bank account is being debited with rupees 16,000, sir. That is very, very clear. And what account I will use? 2. Subscription account. That is 16,000 again. Being subscription fee received from 8 members. So in this case, you can clearly see the bank account has been debited, but we are doing the accounting for what? We are doing the accounting for our non-trading concern. So in place of bank account, can I say the receipts and payments account will be debited? Yes or no? Okay, so in place of bank account, what we will use? We will use the receipt and payment account. So bank account will get erased from here, and in place of that, we will bring into picture our receipts and payment account. Everywhere where you use the bank, just use the receipt and payment account. That is 16,000 has been received and it has been credited to the subscription account. So here I can say by receipt and payment account 16,000 rupees. 16,000 rupees is received, sir. Now, now what will happen? Sir, as a owner of the gym, I know that I have not 8 members, but I have 10 members in my gym. So I will transfer that income of 10 members to my income and expenditure account from my subscription account. So subscription account debited. That is, I will receive fees from 10 members of rupees 2000. So that should be rupees 20,000. Okay, that should be rupees 20,000. And that I will transfer it to my income and expenditure account. In bracket, I will write being fees due from being fees due from 10 members. Okay, so my subscription account is debited and my income and expenditure account is credited with rupees 20,000. So my subscription account is debited and you can see the income and expenditure account I've already prepared here. It is credited with rupees 20,000 in the name of subscription income that we have already done. Okay, sir, I got your point. Now, if you see the subscription account, there is a balance of 4,000. So I will say by balance carried down. This is arrears. Arrears means what? Sir, there are some members who has not paid the fees. That fees will be receivable in future. So this is an asset. This is an asset. So the 4,000 will be shown in my balance sheet. This 4,000 will be shown into my balance sheet. And how it will be shown? As arrears of subscription. On the asset side, it would be 4,000 rupees. This is your asset side. This is your liability side. Okay. So accordingly, this will be shown in your balance sheet as an arrears of subscription. And if you want to write the month, let's say this is for the month of January. This is for the month of January. And I am preparing balance sheet for just 1 month. So my balance sheet will be closed for the month of January. Okay. Have you understood the concept till now? Then only I can move ahead. Have you understood the concept till now? The whole accounting which I have taught you of the subscription account? Because, sorry, if you have any doubt in this, we cannot move ahead. Just confirm me if you have understood this accounting. I can just revise what I have told. Sir, there is a gym. Okay, initially there was a gym. We have some members and I charge rupees 2000 per month from each member. So total I had 10 members. Total I had 10 members. So I asked what would be the per month income of that gym. Okay, so it would be obviously 2000 is the per month per member fees, and we have 10 members, so I will receive rupees 20,000 per month from all the members. I just multiplied it by the number of members. For that, I use the subscription account. Subscription account says that I have an income of how much? 20,000, which is transferred to the income and expenditure account of that gym, and it is showing rupees 20,000. That picture was very, very clear. But afterwards, what happened? I got the fees not from 10 members, but from 8 members only. I received the fees from 8 members only. So for that 8 members, what will happen? I will get some receipts. So my receipt and payment account will be debited and my subscription account will be credited by that amount. So I've received the 16,000 rupees. Okay. So now, sir, what is the balancing figure? Sir, the balancing figure is 4,000. The two member fees which I have not received yet. Sir, will this be received in future? The answer is yes. If they are using the gym, they have to pay me later on. Okay. So the balance will be carried down of 4,000 and this will be shown in the asset side of the balance sheet, that is arrears of subscription from the month of January, that is rupees 4,000. Is it clear, everyone? Just confirm me in the chat box and then I can move ahead. If it is confirmed, then we can move to the second month, that is February. Okay, should I move ahead? So in the month of February, again, let's say I have 10 members. How much fees I take? Sir, I take rupees 2000 from each member per month. Clear, sir. Perfect. Oh, lovely. So I need to receive 20,000. I need to receive 20,000 in this month. The answer is yes. Correct. But, but there are some arrears of subscription as well from the month of January. So there were two members who has not paid the fees. So that is rupees 4,000, that is arrears from January. So if I say how much amount I should receive in the month of February, the answer would be, sir, 24,000. This amount I should receive in February. This is the amount which I should receive in February. Is this thing in my control? The answer is no. If the members are going to pay or they're not going to pay, that is not in my control. But if I ask you one question, what is the income of gym for the month of February 2020? What is the income of the gym for the month of February 2020? I will give you some options. Option number A, 20,000. Option number B, 24,000. Option number C, 30,000. And option number D, 16,000. Come on, everyone. Answer me. What is the correct option? A, B, C, or D? Wow. Lovely answer, my dear. Anyone else want to try? Or should I explain you? Sir, you're talking about the income of February. So income would be obviously, sir, rupees 2000 I need to receive from 10 members. So income would be 20,000 rupees only, which is option number A. Sir, why not 24,000? You just told us that I need to receive 24,000 from the members. So, beta, I am saying that I need to receive 24,000, out of which 4,000 was not the income of February. This is the income of January, and it is already considered in the income and expenditure account of January 2020. It is already considered in that. So if I am preparing income and expenditure account for February 2020, so on my income side, and here we have the expenditure side, amount and amount. So on my income side, I will write by subscription income again rupees 20,000. And if I want to draw my subscription account, so let's draw the subscription account for the month of February 20. So I will transfer the income to the income and expenditure account, that is rupees 20,000. But how much I have received, sir, actually? Now there is a twist. Now there is a twist. Just understand the twist. Out of these 4,000, only one member has paid the fees. One member has paid the fees. That means I have received 2,000. I have received 2,000 rupees from one member. Out of this 10 members, okay, 9 members have paid the fees. That means I have received 18,000. Let's change the number because you will get confused. Instead of 9 members, let's put it as 7 members has paid the fees. And if 7 members has paid, so it would be 14,000 rupees. Also, 3 members has paid advance subscription for March month. 3 members have paid advance subscription for the month of March. That means they have paid 3 members into 2,000 rupees. So total I have received 6,000 rupees. So in total, how much I have received, sir? 6,000 plus 2,000 plus 14,000. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 14 is 22,000. So obviously, in my subscription account, what journal entry I would do? It is simple. In place of bank, I am going to use receipt and payment account debited with 22,000 to subscription income 22,000. So by this, my subscription account will be credited. So on the credit side of the subscription account, I will write by receipt and payment account rupees 22,000. Sir, there was a balance from the January month. So you see your subscription account of the January month. So you have a balance carried down of 4,000. So this will be brought down. It is on the credit side, so it will be brought down on the debit side for the month of February. So it would be to balance brought down, that is arrears of subscription, that would be of rupees 4,000. The balance has been arrived over here. Now, can I do the balancing? Can I do the balancing? Let's try to do the balancing. This will not be the exact balance, but let's try. Let's try. So here we have 24,000. Here we have 22,000. There is again a balance carried down, and this is an asset. That means that means 2,000 rupees is in arrears, which I will receive in the next month. But this is not giving a correct picture. Sir, why? Because some members have given advance subscription, and there are many members who has not paid subscription. So we have advanced subscription as well as I have arrears of subscription. For that, I cannot write the balance straightforward over here. So I will rub this. So, sir, what we need to do? We need to do the analysis. We need to understand what is the advance, what is the balance which is left. Okay, now everyone with me try to understand that. Okay, let's look after the first, the advance which they have given. So three members has paid rupees 6,000. Three members has paid rupees 6,000, and this is not the income of current month, but it is the income of next month. It is the income of next month. So this is advance which is received. It is a liability for me because I have to give them the services in the next month. This is a liability for me. So in my subscription account of February, this advance will be treated as a liability. So I will write on the debit side to balance carried down. In the bracket, I will write it is advance of rupees 6,000. It is advance of rupees 6,000 because this is a liability. I need to give the gym services in the next month, but the income has received in advance. So for this month, it is a liability. For the next month, it will become a income. Okay. Are we clear with this? So now let's check what is the total on the debit side. It is 24 plus 6, that is now 30,000. Here also 30,000. And now here also there is balance by balance carried down. Now this balance is of the arrears, that is amount which is not received. So what the balance is coming? It is 8,000 rupees. Now let us check whether really 8,000 was left or everything was received. So if I go up, so in the month of February, I was supposed to receive 4,000 for the month of January, out of which I only received how much? Only 2,000 I have received. So how much is left for the month of January? Sir, 2,000 rupees is left for the month of January, which I have not received in the month of February also. Then here 7 members has paid the fees. So that means 3 members has not paid the fees and 1 member fees is rupees 2,000. So 3 members fees is 6,000. That is February month. So I could say 8,000 rupees is still due, but not received. It is still due, but not received. So this 8,000, the balance which is coming in my subscription account, out of this 8,000, I should say that 2,000 is for the month of January and 6,000 is for the month of February. So now this is the correct presentation of what I am doing. So I have two balances here. Two balance carried down, which is an advance, this is a liability, and buy balance carried down, which is an asset because this is not received but it is due. So in my balance sheet of 2020, in my balance sheet of February 2020, what I will do, I have a liability side, I have a asset side, amount and amount. So on the asset side, subscription in arrears, that is rupees 8,000. Okay, this was an asset, that is why it is shown over here. And subscription in advance, that is rupees 6,000 it was. 6,000. 8,000 and 6,000. So 8,000 is your asset because this is not yet received, but you will receive it in future. So this is your asset. This will give you money. And this 6,000 is a liability. You have already received the money, but you have not given the services. So in the next month, you have to give them the services. Is it clear, my friends? Are you with me till now? I have gone to the next month also. Okay. Now finally, I need to go for one more month and then I could conclude that you have understood the concept. Already we are approximately half an hour through and I am trying to explain you one concept which is very typical. The students do not understand in, I would say, 3-4 classes also. But if you understood this concept, you do not need to learn anything. You can apply everything conceptually. Crystal clear, sir. Lovely beta. As everyone others who has not replied yet, are you able to understand this concept till now? Do you want me to repeat anything or anything is confusing you, bothering you? Please tell me now so that I can address it and then we can move ahead. Are we good? Okay. Good. Perfect. That's perfect. Wow. So now I have closed the month of February. Now, what information you have till now? January month, due and advance. I will make two columns so that you have a better picture for the month of March. Okay. Now I am talking about just the January month. So for the month of January, how much amount is still due, which you have not received? So, sir, 2,000 rupees is due for January. For the month of February, you have already not received 6,000 rupees. And for the March month, how much is due? How much is due? Sir, obviously, there are the fees is 2,000 and there are 10 members again. So due amount is 20,000. The due amount is 20,000. But have you received any advance already? Yes, sir. In the month of February, I received the advance from three members in the month of February itself. So how much is due? Obviously, if they have paid this fees already, they will not pay me again. So I need to receive 14,000 for the month of March, 6,000 for the month of February, and 2,000 for the month of January. So this amount I should receive from the members. But obviously, if I say I should receive, that is not in my hands. Now, what question has given you? Note it down. First point. all the fees in arrears is received except for Mr. X, who has not paid for the months of January, February, and March. All the fees in arrears is received except for Mr. X, who has not paid for the months of January, February, and March also, sir. Second, four members has paid fees in advance for April and May month. Four members has paid the fees in advance for the month of April as well as May. Find out what amount did the gym received in March 2020. So now they have given you some information. Based on this information, you need to find out how much amount they have received. So this will come as a balancing figure in your subscription account. Okay, so without wasting any time, let us prepare the subscription account for the month of March 2020. So, sir, for the month of March 2020, I had some opening balances, which was the carried down figures of February 2020. So this will be brought down first. To balance brought down, I had some due from the month of January, that is rupees 2000, some due from the month of February, that is rupees 6000, and total I had 8000, which was my asset. So this is being brought down. I have some advance also. Yes, sir, I have some advance. By balance brought down. So this by balance brought down was actually my arrears, and this is my advance, which I received for the month of March, and it was rupees 6000. So balance brought down is rupees 6000 in the outer column. Okay, sir, I have got my point. Then how much you should receive, how much you will transfer it to the income and expenditure account. So that is very, very simple. In income and expenditure account, I have 20 members who has paid. Sorry. I had 10 members who need to pay rupees 2000. So my income and expenditure account will go to 20,000. So in my income and expenditure account, what I will write on the income side, subscription income of rupees 20,000, and that's it. My income and expenditure is clear. My income and expenditure account is clear by writing the subscription income of 20,000 over here. Now look at your subscription account. What the author is saying. What the author is saying. That there is one person, Mr. X, who has not paid the fees for the 3 months, January, February, and March. So that is the balance carried down. By balance carried down of the arrears, and that belongs to January, February, and March. How much, sir? 2000 of January, 2000 of February, and 2000 of March. So total balance in the arrears should be rupees 6000. total balance in the arrears should be rupees 6,000. Okay. That is what is discussed till now. Now, let us see the other information. All the fees except from Mr. X is received. So Mr. X was in arrears. For that, I have created the balance carried down. But the second point says four members, four members has paid the fees in advance for 2 months. For 2 months. And how much was the fees? Rupees 2,000. So that is for the 2 month, which is April and May. So how much fees I might have received? That is 4 into 2 into 2. That is 16,000. This is not the income of the March month. This will be carried down to the next month. So in my subscription account, I will write to balance carried down, which is advance I have received for the month of April and for the month of May. So there were four members who has paid the fees in advance. So April fees was 8,000, 4 into 2, that is 8,000, and May month fees was also 8,000. They have paid in advance. That is the balance carried down, rupees 16,000. Now, whatever is the balancing figure, you have to write it as by receipt and payment account. That is your balancing figure. Okay, so let's do the total. So on your debit side, the subscription account, it is 8,000 plus 20, 28 plus 16. That would be 44, I guess. Yes, 44,000. And on your credit side, this would be 44,000 minus 12,000. The balancing figure would be 32,000 rupees. The balancing figure would be 32,000 rupees. This amount I should have been received in my bank account. 32,000. Is it clear, everyone, my dear students? Is it clear? Come on. Yes, sir. Perfect. Now, in this question, what I have asked you, I have asked you to calculate what amount has been received. But let's say if I give you this amount and I ask you what amount should be transferred to the income and expenditure account, will you be able to calculate the balancing figure on this side? It is just the mathematical calculation. If I have given you 6,000, 32,000, and 6,000, the total would be 44,000, out of which 8,000 will be deducted for the opening, 16,000 will be deducted for the closing. The balancing figure would be 20,000. But the language of the question will be changed. So for that, I am going to give you one question. I am going to give you 5 minutes, and you have to solve that question for me, and let me check how ready you are for solving this type of question. So in your books, page number 283, illustration number 27, first we are going to read it along and then you are going to do it yourself. Illustration number 27. It is saying that on 31st of December 2019, a club had a subscription in arrears of 16,000 and in advance of rupees 4,000. So it is talking about the previous year end close. So in opening, I have subscription in arrears of 16,000 and advance also of 4,000. So this 16,000 should be received in the previous year, but it is not received, so it will be received in the current year. So this will be two balance brought down, and this 4,000 would be by balance brought down on the credit side because it is an advance. Okay, it is a liability. So on my subscription account, arrears will come in the debit side and advance will come on the credit side as a balance brought down. Okay, sir. They have given the first information. During the year ended 31st of December 2020, the club has received a subscription of 2,08,000. So this is the figure of what you have received in bank. That is on the receipt and payment account. So this will come on the credit side of your subscription account. This will come on the credit side of the subscription account, receipt and payment. And what further information they have given? The club have received a subscription of 2,08,000, of which 10,400 was related to 2021. So it is related to the next year. So this is closing advance subscription. How much it is? So it is 10,400. It does not belong to the current year. So this will be on the debit side. This will be shown as a liability in the balance sheet at the end. Okay. And then they are saying on 31st of December 2020, there were 4 members who had not paid the subscription for 2020 of rupees 1600 per person. So 4 members has not paid 1600 rupees. That would be 6400. This should be your closing arrears, and this will be shown as your asset on the credit side of the subscription account, that is 6400. So this is the whole information they have given. You have to prepare the subscription account and tell me what amount should go to the income and expenditure account for the 31st of December 2020. Okay, that is your task to do. You have 5 minutes. Everyone start doing the question. 5 minutes. Time up, my dear. Okay, I've got some answers. Let us check what you need to do, what you should have done. I've got some correct answers. Wow, perfect, my dear. So, while preparing the subscription account, it is for the 31st of December 2020. Particulars, amount, particulars, and amount. We have amount for debit side and the credit side. Now let us fill out the question. Whatever information they have given, you should write it down as is. Okay. So first, on 31st of December, a club started with the subscription in arrears of rupees 16,000. So I will go to my subscription account. I will write to balance brought down arrears of how much, sir? 16,000. Okay, sir. Moving on, there is an advance of 4,000 of the previous year. Okay, sir. So it would be buy balance brought down advance of 4,000. Okay, sir. Moving on. During the year ended 31st of December 2020, club received the subscription of 2,08,000. So that would be from the receipt and payment account, which will be debited, and subscription account will be credited by 2,08,000 rupees. Okay, sir. Out of this 2,08,000, out of this 2,08,000, 10,400 was related to 2021. So this is an advance. So this is an advance. So this will go to balance carried down. Okay, to balance carried down. And this will be advance for 2021, which is 10,400, sir. Okay, sir. I have written that. Then on 31st of December 2020, four members had not paid the subscription of 2020 of rupees 1600 per person. That means 6,400 they have not paid. So this is my asset. This will go as buy balance carried down. The arrears one, arrears of 2020, it would be 6,400. Now only thing is left, that is how much is the income and expenditure for the year 2020. That will come as a balancing figure on the debit side. So only I need to do is the totals. This would be on the debit side 2,18,400, and from this 2,18,400 I will deduct 16,000 and I will deduct 10,400. So my balancing figure would be 1,92,000, and that is my answer. Answer is income and expenditure for year 2020 is rupees 1,92,000. Perfect. Many students have given me the correct answer, and that was the correct understanding which you have developed in the last 40 minutes of your class. Okay, so that is how you prepare a subscription account: 16,000, 4,000, 192, 28, 10,400, and 6,400. So this is the crux of what we have learned. They may ask you to find out income and expenditure amount. They may ask you to find out the receipt and payment account, or they may have given you the information of all the four, but they may ask you to find out the balance carried down as advance and the balance carried down as arrears. What you need to do, only apply the concept. Be very clear in the concept, because if you are not applying the concept, the question is zero. The question is no, not the question, but answer is zero. If your concept is perfectly fine, you are reading it correctly, you are understanding it correctly, so no matter what they ask, your answer would be correct. Okay, what is the traditional way of teaching this? I'm just telling you that. Okay, what the teachers generally do. So they give you a format. If you are not understanding the concept, so now whatever I am saying, this is for you. So amount received as per receipt 10 payment account. So whatever amount you have received, write it down here. Okay. Now you have to do some adjustments. Sir, what are those adjustments? Whatever the amount is received, first I have written it down over here. Okay. Now opening advance will be added and closing advance will be subtracted. Sir, why opening advance is added? Because I want to calculate the income of the current year. So if this is advance which is received in the previous year. So obviously this is the income of the current year. That is why I am adding this up. And why the closing advance is being deducted? Sir, this is the advance. This is not the income of the current year. This is the income of the next year. That is why I am deducting it from the receipt which I have received. Okay. Then opening arrears. Opening arrears. So opening arrears is the income of previous year. Income of the previous year. So if that is included in this amount, so you should deduct that. And whatever is the closing arrears, just add it. So the formula becomes plus opening advance minus closing advance minus opening arrears plus closing arrears, and whatever figure you will get, that would be the amount to be transferred to income and expenditure account. What this method is called, sir? This is called statement method. This is called the statement method. What was the earlier method you have told us, sir? That is the account method. This is called the account method. But in truth, I will not lie to you. I have neither taught you the account method nor taught you the statement method. I have actually taught you the conceptual method. So if your concepts are correct, whatever method you use, it is fine. Your answer would be correct. Because if you understood the concept correctly, so you might have understood the statement method as well, that why I am adding up some amounts and why I am deducting up some amounts. So let's quickly try to solve the question which was given as per the statement method. As per the statement method. So I'm just rubbing this XX so that I can put the figures. Let us do that fast. Okay. So this was our question, illustration number 27. This information is for 2019. So this is opening. So this is opening. We have a opening arrears of 16,000. So opening arrears 16,000, you need to deduct it, write it as a minus figure. And you have a opening advance of 4,000. That is a plus figure, opening advance of 4,000. That is here that I have mentioned. Then how much is the subscription received? Sir, it is 2,08,000, which is given in the next line. Subscription received is 2,08,000. So here I will write on the top 2,08,000. That is my amount received as per the receipt and payment account. Then what they are giving? 10,400 is the amount for 2021. So this is the closing advance. Closing advance is 10,400 that I need to deduct. And finally, I have 4 members who has not paid the fees of 2020. That is the closing arrears of 6,400. So that I need to add. If you try to solve this, 2,08,000 plus 4,000 minus 10,400 minus 16,000 plus 6,400, it will again give you 1,92,000, which was the same answer as per your account method. Have you got the other method also of calculating this? How to go from the amount as per receipt and payment to amount as per income and expenditure. Sir, what if they give me amount of income and expenditure and I have to find the amount of receipt and payment? Just to do reverse of whatever we have done over here. The opening advance was plus, so here the opening advance will become minus. Closing advance was minus earlier, so this will become plus over here. Opening arrear was minus, so here it will become plus. And in the end, closing arrear was plus, so here it would become minus. So you will get your answer, that is amount as per receipt and payment account. Nothing I have done, I have just form an equation, and from the LHS I have put it to the RHS. So obviously when you put something from LHS to RHS, your signs would change. The minus will become plus and the plus will become minus. That's what I have done. Basic mathematics. So that was all about the subscription account. In the next class, we are going to do the fund accounting, which I thought that I could start today, but we have no time left. The fund accounting, I will do it, and then we will do a full-fledged question on your income and expenditure account, receipt and payment account, and your balance sheet. Sir, what will be the homework for us? The homework would be your illustrations for trading concern. I think you already completed some of them. Sorry, you already completed some of them. Now just keep on doing around 4 more illustrations. And if there are any doubts, you can take it up in the next class. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a great time. Take care and do your homework as well as your recap of what I have taught. If you want, you can solve some questions by yourself and you can have an extra edge in the next class. Keep learning, keep growing. This is Ayush Asija signing off today. Bye. Thank you.